Hi everybody, I'm Jamie Purvis. I'm the co-founder of the Be Do Have movement, and we are a next level growth mindset coaching company. We help business owners become the best they can be and take their life and business to that next level. I have a 35-year history in both real estate and business, and I've taken all the experience that I've developed over those years and work now with other clients in other industries to help them achieve the same success that we've achieved in our businesses over the years. So we started the Be Do Have movement in 2019, and I've partnered with my daughter, who's my business partner, and together we work with entrepreneurs, salespeople, business owners, real estate agents, financial planners, anybody that's in the service-based industry. We help you really get clear on what is that next level. Now, how do you know when it's the right time to hire a coach? Basically, when you want a different result. You can achieve the success you've already achieved by keep doing the same things you want to or have been doing. And when you want to shift your result, a lot of times what we do is we fall back into what we were taught, and we work harder and we work longer, and we just seem to stay on this treadmill, if you will, and we never break free, we never break through to that next level. And that's the pattern that we've seen over the years, and especially this last 4 years, working with service-based entrepreneurs to help them shift their thinking. We always say if you transform your thinking, you'll transform your life. But how do you do that? And one of the things we do is we take what we've been taught, the goal-setting process, and we flip it upside down. We turn it and shift it so that we actually think different. And one of the things I know I was taught when I was getting into real estate, and I see this with various people in other industries, is they focus on what they have to do. They focus on the doing part of the business. So it's new strategies, new business, new sales calls. And I was taught if you do this enough, you will have the goal that you set for yourself, and then ultimately then you'll be happy and successful. And what we've learned is we flip that upside down. We reverse engineer it, so we start to think different, so we start to become more than we are today, changing our thinking, changing our habits, changing our perspective. And when we do that, we're going to do things different. Because if we want a different result, we have to be real. We have to do things different. We have to think different. The new result that we want, this new goal, is guaranteed when we learn how to reprogram our thinking. And what we like to do is get in at a deep subconscious level and help you break those patterns, because those patterns are what's keeping us stuck. And a lot of times we don't even know what the patterns are. So what do? Is we read another book, we take another course, we put more information in, and the result doesn't actually change. And this shows up in your life and your business. If you want to see for yourself, just think about your income the last couple of years. Go back 2-3 years and look at what your income has been. And you're likely going to notice that it sticks in a range, and we call that the income zone. So where our income is stuck in this range is because we're doing things based on what we think is reality or what we think is true. So if we can flip that upside down, we're going to help you shift your results so we can actually collapse time. And that's one of the goals, is it doesn't need to take as long as you might think to achieve a different result, and we can actually work less and get into a flow pattern and get into momentum frequently so that we actually do create that new, better, different result. So that's conceptually what we do, and I wanted to do this quick video as an introduction because if you're like me, I'm bombarded with constant emails. Everybody's offering something, new coaching, they're going to guarantee my success, and I get it just like you. And we wanted to make this a little bit different so that you can actually see that who you're going to be speaking with. So when we invite you to book a call, and when you do, I'm going to be the one that you're going to be connecting with, and we're going to focus on helping you take your business to that next level, whatever that might be. So our ideal clients, as I mentioned, are anybody that's a service-based entrepreneur, CEO, real estate, mortgage brokers, anybody that's in that service field and that they know they're at their ceiling. Like, you just know. Nobody has to tell you. You just have that inner feeling that there's got to be more. And you might even be getting sick and tired. And that's one of the real indications that you start to know that it's time to ask for help. It's time to find the right mentor, time to find the right coach. You're getting that feeling of being unmotivated. You've lost the passion. You're getting frustrated. You're getting overwhelmed. You're getting stressed. When that's starting to show up, that's an indication that there's got to be another way. And when you're ready, that's the time to reach out and to book a call. So if now's the right time, I invite you to book a call. Let's get on a call, and we're going to help you see and get clear on what that next vision is. And what we do is we work with our clients based on our signature program. We call it the Be Do Have method. It's a program that we've developed over the last number of years, working with over 1,000 clients, and it's an actual process. It's a process that we follow. There's 6 stages and 6 steps to this. And the first one is define your direction. That's the first step. We have to get clear on where we're going. And in order to know where we're going, we have to know where we are. So then we can create the gap and get that future focused mindset and focus on who do we need to become now to achieve that success. We strategize an action plan. That's the doing part. But we have to start with the being and the thinking different. We have to destroy limiting beliefs. We all have beliefs that are keeping us stuck. And until we remove those and reprogram ourselves to think different, that's going to keep showing up. So it doesn't matter what you do, you have to change the thinking. You have to become more than you are today. We have to upgrade our routines and habits. They're keeping us stuck. Working harder isn't the solution. I know, I tried it for years. I would outwork everybody. I had a great work ethic, and I would put in more time, more hours, to the point it almost cost me my marriage. And when you come home one day and your wife's getting ready to leave with the 2 kids, you have to stop and think and look in the mirror and realize there's something has to change. And for me, that was such a pivotal moment in time, because it caused me to take that step back to really reflect. And I woke up to the fact that I had to do things different. So I had to reprogram my thinking and reprogram my habits and routines. And then we're going to help you create balance over burnout. How can we have balance in our life? Sometimes we're out of balance when we're doing certain things depending on what projects we're working on. But the reality is balance over burnout has to be a foundational opportunity. And at the end of the day, when this is all being applied, you are in the process of transforming your life and becoming the best and highest version of yourself. And when you do that, life changes. Life's different. And I wanted to share some of our clients' success stories. One of our clients, they grew their business by over 30% while we were working together. And what they said is at the end of our time working together, they had more income and more confidence. So confidence is a byproduct of growing and changing our mindset and having a different result. Another client grew their team by over 400% and ultimately created more freedom and more leverage in their life. Another client grew their income by 80%. That income increase, what that did is it provided freedom of choice. You have more choices, and for them, what was important was more time with family. Another client increased their production by 300% in 3 months. They took a quarter, and in 1 quarter, they did and wrote the same income that they did in the previous year. A 300% increase in basically 3 months. Confidence increased, freedom of income and money, more money in less time, and ultimately they transformed their thinking. They said they couldn't believe how easy it was when they started to think different. Another client, they were already successful, and that's the other thing. All of our clients are already successful. You're already achieving great income. You're already having a great life. From the outside, people would look at you and figure you've got it all figured out. But it's that feeling inside, you know there's something else. So we attract clients who are already successful that are looking for what's next. Another client, they were already successful, like I mentioned. They were feeling stuck, and they knew their career had hit a ceiling. So that's something you'll know. You feel it, right? You know you've hit a ceiling. And after our time working together, they gained clarity for the next path. They created leverage of time, brought on more people onto their team. And this was so interesting, is they created 2 new business ventures during our time together, which ultimately increased their earning, and they connected to their purpose again. So powerful to be connected to our purpose of what drives us in life. It creates this sense of fulfillment. Another client said at a certain point in time, you need new challenges to get to the next level. So again, it's this awareness. You know it's time for help, mentorship, coaching. So when you know that, then you start to explore opportunities. He said, I and our team helped them set clear vision based on his values and beliefs, and ultimately created structure with accountability. So I don't know if you're like me, but I don't hold myself accountable to the same level that I'm held accountable when I'm working with coaches. And I have various coaches in various areas of my life. I believe in coaching because I know this. Coaching is going to help me, like I mentioned, collapse time. It's going to help me get to where I want to go faster. And that's the value of coaching. And then Nick, a entrepreneur, real estate developer, said, like every entrepreneur, I had a million ideas, felt overwhelmed and stressed. And we helped him create a clear path forward. I love his language. And clarity on the next steps for his business. He achieved all his income goals, his business objectives, and his net worth targets while we were working together. And while being able to spend more time with his family. So you notice it could be money, it could be time, it could be a combination of both. You'll know what it is, and sometimes you don't even know what it is. And that's what we do, is we help you gain that clarity. So we have a proven method, we have a system that we follow, and we are going to invite you to check it out. Take the opportunity and decide to book a call. That's all you have to do at this point in time, is make a decision to book a call. A lot of times people don't want to do that, and there's a few reasons why they don't. Number one, I don't have time. I hear this all the time. I don't have time to do this, I'll do it later. That's actually the reason it's important to book the call now, because time, that shortage of time likely won't change later because it hasn't changed from the past. So we just defer the decision by using that as a reason. So time, really, you have to ask yourself, is that a valid reason? Number two, I hear this often, is I don't want pressure. I don't want to be put in a situation I have to be forced to do something. I always love that language, forced to. I hate pressure. So the last thing I'm going to do is apply pressure on you to do anything that you don't want to do. I know this though. I know you will feel if this is the right thing for you. And if it is, this pressure was actually put on yourself, and it comes from within because you know it's time to get to that next level. It's time to do something different. So I don't apply pressure. My goal and job is to help you gain clarity. And that's what we do in our introductory clarity call, is we help you get clear. It's the first step to move in the direction of achieving that next level of success. And it's the first step of our signature program, the Be Do Have method, is to get clear on what's next. And what's the other objection I always hear? Oh, money. I don't have the money to do all this. I don't want to be forced in a situation, and I don't want to have to be feeling the pressure of money. And money, again, is a reason we often use. It's often an excuse. So money is something that if we put that aside and learn to not let money control every decision we make, that first mindset shift is going to change your life beyond what you can even think is possible. So I'm going to suggest overcoming these ideas or reasons not to book a call is the real reason we need to sit down and connect together. And I had somebody recently say, well, you're not in my industry, so how can you help me? And what we do is, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. We know this. You likely already know what you should be doing to take your life and business to the next level. Are you doing what you know? That's a great question, because when you look in the mirror and be honest with yourself, you probably realize you're not doing everything you already know how to do. So I assume, and I make the assumption, that you know what you need to do. So it doesn't matter what industry I'm working with. And I have clients in multiple industries, because we work with your mind. We work with shifting your thinking, the being more than you are today, thinking different. Transforming your thinking will ultimately help you realize that you have to do things different than you've always done them in the past. And when you see this, it's like a clear path forward. And then we lock arms with you, and we're with you every step of the way, and we do follow a process. So we know that we're going to help you go from where you are to where you want to go. How long it takes to get there is entirely up to you. It's how much and how willing you're willing to commit in yourself. So who are we for? We're for growth-minded individuals. You have a mindset of growth. You want to grow, you want to become more. You're already successful. We know that you're already successful, and again, it's what's next. That's the question. What's next for yourself in your life? So in closing, I'm inviting you to book a call. That's the only decision to make today. And when you book that call, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a clarity guide. We're going to go through a process, the first step of the Be Do Have method, and help you get clear on exactly where you want to go. We want a test drive. We want you to be able to experience who we are and what we do. That might be enough. You're going to take that and you're going to run with it. Go for it. Do it. I know you can do it. Maybe you're interested to figure out what's next and how we can work together, and we're happy to go down that journey with you. all I want to do, and we're inspired by this, is we want to help you live and become the best version of yourself. And when you do that, that fulfills our life mission. It keeps us on purpose and our passion. That's what it is. It's helping you become the best version of yourself. So I invite you to book a call. Let's figure out what is your next step so you can live and become the best you can be. And let's compress time. Let's shrink it, and let's help you get to where you want to go as fast as possible. So I look forward to getting on a call with you and helping you. Till we do, have yourself a magical day. Cheers.